All right. All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to DD Update, my 1000 Days Challenge. This is day 640, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, in terms of the market-wise, today is Monday itself, so I'm just covering in terms of the weekly closing for Bitcoin itself. So definitely we are closing very harshly, just right near the upslope trend line, which you can see over here. So technically, if you do zoom in that sense, you do see that we're just right above that. Or near the trend line. I wouldn't say it's highly subjective. Do bear in mind that whenever I do draw upslope trend line, it is over this particular region itself. So of course, if there's a very particular strong break below it, then potentially the sell-off pressure would likely be higher in that sense. So do see that we do have a decrease in terms of momentum itself, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we will be able to be supportive, especially if you look in terms of overall market-wise. We're still leaning a little bit bearish in that sense, especially if you see US market. It's actually even higher, technically a higher drop in terms of a negative percentage compared to Bitcoin for the same day itself. So I do see particular strength in this particular perspective itself. And over on the daily chart itself, we do see some sign of support over here. Like what I mentioned, the key thing over here that we do want to see is that even though price is dwindling towards the downside, we're seeing a lack in terms of volume, which is definitely a good sign we're looking for potential bounce in that sense. But right now, we also see that whenever there's a decent bounce, there's a very clear sell pressure itself. So it seems that there are people who is very clearing up to just trying to push the price down. The question is, where are they trying to push it to, and how far are they willing to push it to, and by when will they be giving up in terms of their short position? Because it doesn't seem like they are eagerly trying to rush to sell it. It just goes to show that they are definitely eager to keep price down, because whenever price goes up, they will sell. Price go up, they will sell. Price go up, they will start to sell. When price go up, they will start to sell. So you can see this very clear trend that is not only that it is not that there's a clear selling pressure whereby we're just falling all the way very nicely. Instead, these sellers are very coordinated and very planned in the sense that they actually do only sell only when the prices are being pushed towards the upside of things. So technically, you can see that they're trying very much to keep pressure downwards in that sense. But of course, you can also see that volume is doing itself. So let's see how far this thing can go. And of course, you also do somehow going to be correlated, in my opinion, to the US market in that sense, as of tentatively right now. All right. So in terms of a potential setup itself, I don't see much of a setup. We're still remaining bearish on the 4-hourly chart itself, especially you can see over here and over here itself. So on the Bollinger Band itself here, we technically did sort of near this range itself. I would prefer it. But what I mentioned yesterday itself, I did consider entering a short setup. But bear in mind that with this decreasing volume in play, and this is the third in line, even if this were to have a significant drop itself, we could have a very strong support over here at this 36K region itself. And I'm not risking to enter a short setup in that sense. But of course, you could potentially enter a short if you're still being aggressive. You could enter someone like a D short. This will be extremely aggressive shot, but you still be a decent risk to reward setup if you're looking for it. But not for me in that sense. Personally, I do like this very clear rejection down in that sense. But yeah, otherwise, that's more or less about it. I don't see any further nice setup in the meantime, and I'm not entering in terms of price action trade. And in terms of the house where I'm more or less almost done, so I do see that I'll probably gearing up in terms of new experimental trade setup in the coming middle of the May itself. And also it will be more, my job will be slightly more stabilizing in terms of the day-to-day running itself towards the mid or even the end of May itself. But in any other case, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop by your comments below, or I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.